19th, 2017, show number 89, and welcome to ActorScope, the what?
First 30 minutes of your week!
Wow. Okay, so, what's going on? Okay, first, welcome to ActorScope, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the best 30 minutes of your week, I promise. I'm Winsome Sinclair. I'm the casting director, now relocated to Atlanta, Georgia. It's kind of not sunny in Georgia right now, but hey, the sun will be back. Okay, so this week we're going to be discussing, we're continuing the conversation from last week. Last week our conversation was about the classics, okay? And we featured and we talked about Alfred Hitchcock. I hope you guys got a chance to watch some of his shows, some of the shows that we mentioned. But this week we're going to be focusing on another classic, and I wanted to change it up so we could get like a female director in it there this week. And she's considered a classic, I guess, because I guess most of you millennials should be a classic, but I feel almost contemporary, even though she's a little bit older. Barbra Streisand is who we're going to be featuring this week, and one of the things you guys may not know about Barbra Streisand is where I grew up in Brooklyn and went to elementary school, PS 269. Barbra Streisand went there also, and she sang in the same glee club that I did, of course, a decade or two before me, maybe 15 years before I did. And she also, I think she went to Erasmus High School, so she's a true Brooklynite. Shout out to Brooklyn, I hope you're watching. As a matter of fact, where is everybody watching from? Can y'all tell me where y'all coming in from? So I know, where is everyone? Who's everyone? Everyone. Well, you go, share it, Johnny. Whoever Johnny, share it. Let people know that you're on, okay? I don't know, where is everyone? So you guys share and tweet, take a moment, stop, share and tweet. If people are serious about their career, let them know. Share, keep those hearts coming. I gotta see those hearts coming. Everybody should be hitting their hearts. And let everybody know that ActorScope is on. And if you're serious about your career, this is where you're gonna be for the next, 27 minutes? All right, cool. So now, let's go to who's been watching. All right, Facebook Live. We've been doing this with you guys for a while now, and it's a way that you can get your information and your image out there. And the way it works is that I ask you a question based on last week's show. Hopefully you were watching last week, and if you were not watching, hopefully you watched the replay before this show started. And I ask you a question about last week's show, and you answer the question correctly, and you email your answer to wsa.actorscope@gmail.com. Once again, that's wsa.actorscope@gmail.com. And the first person to email the correct answer will have their headshots put over all our social media. That's our IG, our Snapchat, our Instagram, everything, our Facebook, everything, and our Twitter. So, guys, pay attention. All right, now, let me shout out last week's winner. Last week's winner was Tiffany Artis, okay? Tiffany, shout out to you, Tiffany Artis, Ardis. I hope I'm saying your name right. But Tiffany was our winner last week. Okay, so now this week's question, guys, is, like I said, last week we talked about Alfred Hitchcock, the king, okay? The king of suspense thriller. So here's the question from last week. We mentioned in the show some of Hitchcock's biggest movie titles. Name at least, they say 2, I say 3. 3 shows. Now, mind you, not 3 of the movies that he did, because that's easy for you to Google. You need to mention 3 of the movies that we mentioned last week. If we didn't mention it on the show, it doesn't count. Okay, so 3 movies that we mentioned last week that Alfred Hitchcock did, classics. That's what we want you to answer, okay? And the first one with the correct answers, and you email it again to wsa.actorscope@gmail.com. The first person to email in 3 correct answers will be our winner for next week. And we'll put your stuff over all our social media, okay? So I hope you guys got that. Now, oh wow, am I going too fast? Am I slow? Is anybody telling me that I need to slow down? Okay, I'm talking too fast. Maybe I should do a shameless plug to sort of drag it out. Hi guys. It's awful quiet in here today, don't you think so?
Hi, Lisa.
Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about. Usually Donald can't keep quiet, and he's giving me notes. Mike.
He needs to get back here.
I texted him this morning on the way in. I said, I miss you every day, but I miss you Wednesdays most. I hope he's watching the show.
I just need him back.
And he needs you back too. I hope he's watching the show. Notice we're shouting you out. We haven't spoken about Untitled. See, I'm saying it. Shameless plug, Untitled. Saying it again. So, anyway, I'm dragging it out. They told me to drag it out.
How did you get connected?
sorry. So, you guys, we always talk about Get Connected. Shout out to Autumn Bailey Ford. It's her event that she does at the end. Her and Brent actually do it, I think. At the end of every month, the last Thursday of every month, they do Get Connected. If you're serious about this industry, you will be attending Get Connected as well. So next Thursday will be the final Thursday, and guess what? They are screening next week Thursday. They are going to be screening Untitled. Now, if you live in the Atlanta area and you haven't seen it, first of all, shame on you. Because we've only been talking about it for a year. You realize it's almost a year since we shot it last.
Anniversary's next month.
The anniversary's next month, okay? Well, anyway, this is our anniversary screening. You guys need to get out and see it. You have no excuse. If you've been an avid watcher of this show and you have not seen Untitled, shame on you. Shame on you. There will be a quiz, okay? There will be a quiz. The Wednesday afterwards, there will be a quiz. You need to make sure you're at Get Connected next week and you are there to see, if nothing else. I mean, there's so much to do there. There's so much networking that is possible. But go see Untitled. We've only been talking about it for a year. There's absolutely no excuse for not seeing it, because I think we've screened it in the Atlanta area at least 3 times already. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta, come on now. People in Jersey have seen it. People in New York have seen it. People in Miami have seen it. What is the problem? All right, Atlanta, get out there. Get out to Get Connected. Tell Autumn Bailey that Winston Sinclair sent you. Team WSA will be there. And go see Untitled. And you know what? Not only tell a friend, bring a friend with you. How about that? There's a lot of good stuff going on next week, I believe. And actually, next Wednesday, we'll tell you what's going on to Get Connected, so you will know what to be in store for. But the main reason you're going, let's keep it real, is to go see Untitled. Okay? All right? No shade at all. All right, now. All right. As I was saying, back to one of my favorite parts of the show, we talk about what's casting, because the show is about you guys, it's for the actors, and you need to know what's casting so you can get involved.
Yes. Hi, everybody.
And Aisha's back.
I'm always here. You're back.
This is true.
And she's staying. I got her to stay.
For a little bit, not for long. For a little bit.
You just like to burst my bubble.
I'm not trying to burst your bubble. I'm not trying to burst your bubble. Okay, go ahead. I have a technical difficulty. Lauren, come here for a second.
Okay, so let's see what's casting. We have Q's casting. Auditions for all new Showtime at the Apollo.
Woo, really?
Yes, Steve Harvey's bringing it back full force.
Really? Okay.
So they are seeking singers, dancers, comedians, magicians, all types of variety acts. Adults and kids of all ages are encouraged to register. Now, to pre-book, and receive more specific detailed information about the audition, email your talent and contact info to showtimeauditionsatl@gmail.com. So that's showtimeauditionsatl@gmail.com. Yes, Showtime at the Apollo. I remember sitting
I'm
up
glad,
on Saturday night
yes.
too.
I'd fall asleep. Listen, I'm not a late night person, so I would fall asleep. There was no DVR back then.
Oh, if they have the Sandman, they have to have the Sandman.
I hope so.
Yeah,
But they're not going to have Kiki, are they?
No.
But I'll be watching, and if I fall asleep, I'll keep it real with you. I'll be DVRing and watching it the next morning.
Okay, so now we also have casting from Tailor Made. It's for the film Manifesto. Again, they are looking for fresh faces for this project.
For all you first-time actors, you don't know how to get involved. If you know somebody who's a first-time actor, this is perfect for you.
They are looking for men and women, real skateboarders in goth types, all ethnicities, 18 years and older. Put skateboarder or goth in the subject line, and you're going to email extrascastingstm@gmail.com. That's extrascastingtm@gmail.com. For the same project, they are also looking for fresh faces. It's for a 1950s scene.
Ooh. You get to play dress up.
Yes, you get to play dress up.
Think I Love Lucy.
They're looking for Caucasian males and females. They're basically looking for college ranges, high school ranges, willing to get a 1950s haircut. So you have to be willing to cut your hair, guys.
That's awesome.
You're going to put 1950s in the subject line, and you're going to send all that information again to the same email address, extrascastingtm@gmail.com.
I love a period piece. I think the last period piece that we did here was Bessie. No, actually, Tupac was kind of a period, but yeah.
Bessie was the hardest.
Definitely, it was definitely hard. It was definitely
Bessie
hard.
was
And
the
Malcolm X
hardest
was the hardest still. Okay, go ahead.
What?
Shout out to Spike.
Now, for extras casting in Atlanta, it's for the show Halt and Catch Fired. Again, This is a period piece. It's a 1980s period piece. They're looking for younger men and women business types. No one-sided shaved haircuts, shaved heads, so you got to make sure your hair is right. Because it is the 80s, and in the 80s they pretty much did.
And they had big hair too.
Yeah, it was a mix. It was kind of a mix.
Yeah.
They're looking for all ethnicities, ages 21 to 40 years of age. Also, they are looking for vehicles. So if you have any vehicles from 1990 to 1993, they are willing to take those. And in the subject line, you're going to put business type or 90s vehicle. And you're going to email HCF extras, 4 at gmail.com. Again, it's HCF extras, 4 at gmail.com.
It'll be up on our page though.
Yes, it will. Now, Roselock Casting is again looking for people for The Darkest Minds, starring Amanda Steinberg. I always have to mention her name because I love her. She is just awesome.
We love you, Amanda.
She's
Come to our show.
Awesome.
Okay.
They are seeking all ethnicities of kids and teens 14 to 19 years of age. You must be available for fitting later this week. You're going to put in the subject line lead kid, and you're going to email darkmind@roselockcasting.com. Again, it's darkmind@roselockcasting.com. And I've got one more, and this is for Florida.
Miami! We'll be there in June.
Okay, this is an open call in Miami. They're looking for the next new stars for a TV show called Slam. Shooting is taking place in Miami. They're looking for guys and girls 18 and older that can play high school students. If that is you, you're going to email Ulysses.Torrero@gmail.com.
By the way, that's my boy, so y'all better, if you're in Miami or you can get to Miami and you fit it, you get there. I have known Yuli almost my entire career.
Okay.
Him and Jesse are like my little brothers in this industry. I love them immensely. And actually, we just did a project where Jesse directed it because he's like one of the #1 hip hop music video directors. Well, actually, he produced it. Mike Ho directed it.
Yes.
But Ulysses Torrero is doing a casting in Miami. You guys have got to get out there if you fit it. They're awesome people. You're going to want to be a part of the project. Shout out to Jesse and Yuli. I love you. See you soon, hopefully.
There you go.
Okay.
That's casting.
All right, we're going to put it all up on our page so people know what's going on. All right, cool. So now, I'm going to talk to you guys about something I mentioned earlier. We're talking about the classics. And last week we did, Alfred Hitchcock, and we did Psycho, right? And then the remake is The Bates Motel, which is on television. So we're going to do another thing on a similar theme. Classic director, yes, Barbra Streisand. Let me tell you something. Next to Rosie O'Donnell and probably her husband and her son, I don't know if anybody loves her more. I am such a Barbra Streisand fan. If you don't know why, you need to see everything that she's ever done. You will understand why I love her. Okay, she's absolutely awesome. Shout out to Rosie O'Donnell. Okay. Anyway, so let me tell you a little bit about it. First of all, I'll tell you the research, and then I'll tell you about my love for her. All right, Barbra Streisand is the only artist ever to receive an Oscar, Tony, Emmy, Grammy, Directors Guild of America, Golden Globe, National Medal of Arts, and Peabody Award, and France's Legion of Honor, as well as the American Film Institute Lifetime Achievement Award. Okay, that was a mouthful.
That was a mouthful.
That was a mouthful.
Yeah.
Okay, so to say this woman is awesome is so understated. Okay, that is so I think she is absolutely amazing. Okay, she is also the first female director to receive the Kennedy Center honors. In 2015, President Barack Obama presented her with the highest civilian honor the United States bestows on the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Yes.
And she won an Oscar for both Best Actress in Funny Girl, go see it if you haven't, and Best Original Song for her composition Evergreen, which you heard when we started the show. That's how much I love Barbra Streisand. Okay, you put on Barbra Streisand at any time and it will absolutely shift my mood. Okay. She has also been nominated for Best Actress for The Way We Were. The girl is lovely Hubble. That's my favorite line. And actually Sarah Jessica Parker said it again in front of, I think it was Waldorf Astoria. Yeah, when she, for Sex in the City. Anyway, the girl is lovely Hubble. You have to see the show to know what I'm talking about. Anyway, the 3 films she directed have received over 14 Oscar nominations. And actually, one of my favorite films from her, I love The Prince of Tides, but I love Nuts. If you have you seen Nuts?
I saw Nuts once, yes.
You guys have got to see Nuts. I like when I have people do monologues, I pull monologues from Nuts.
Is that where that last one came from?
Yeah, exactly. I'm telling
recognized
you,
it, but I didn't
I
recognize
love it's. I don't know if people even know that she did this film, but please, if you do yourself a favor, if you're an actress and you want to look for a great monologue, watch that movie. It is absolutely off the chain. Anyway, so we're talking about remakes, right?
Yes, we are.
And now they're going to do a remake of a film that Barbara Streisand started.
Mm-hmm.
And the remake will be A Star is Born.
Yes.
Now, in 1976, she did A Star is Born with Chris Christopherson.
Yes.
Okay,
And
and it was amazing. It was co-produced by Streisand, and the film won the Academy Award for Best Original Song for Evergreen, and it won 5 Golden Globe Awards for Best Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy, Best Actress, Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy, which was Streisand, Best Actor, Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy, Chris Christopherson,
Mm-hmm.
Best Original Score, Paul Williams and Kenny Asher,
Mm-hmm.
and Best Original Song, Streisand and Williams for Evergreen.
Yep.
Like it blew it out the water.
Yep.
Okay? And now in 1976, where was I? I was in 6th grade. Okay? And I was in the choir there too.
Oh.
So that is why I know all the words to Evergreen, okay? Because we had to sing it at the spring show, okay? So it's an amazing song. I mean, if you listen to Barbara Streisand and it doesn't do something or touch something inside of you, then I'd go get myself checked out.
Oh.
Okay, go get yourself checked out. 'Cause everything may not be okay.
Well,
That's how much I love Barbara Streisand.
Well,
And you know, if I ever got a chance to work with her, there are not a lot of things on my bucket list that I haven't really already done in terms of people that I want to work with. Because I'm a fan of the art, not necessarily of people who are in it. So I don't really fan out, as Wendy Williams would say when I see people. But
Yeah.
if I were to be in the presence of the Barbara Streisand, y'all would have to come with some resuscitation.
You know the funny
I would fan out. I would pass out right there.
I did not realize that this is how focused I've been. I didn't even realize she hadn't been acting for a while until 8 years later when she did Meet the Fockers.
Oh, really? Yeah, she had stopped acting, but let me tell you another thing that she did back, probably like about 20 years ago now, and I love her for this too. She made an announcement. First, she had stopped touring, which broke my heart because I've never seen her in concert. If I get to see her in concert, I will have lived. But here's something that she did 20 years ago, and people may not realize it. She said that she was no longer singing any victim songs. No more songs about being done wrong, love gone wrong. Nothing. She doesn't sing any more victim songs. And I certainly applaud that, because anybody who's around me all the time knows that I'm a stickler for verbiage and how you say things and making sure everything comes out in a positive way. And really, even if it's a song, if you're always singing about the blues, honey, life don't look so sunny. You know what I'm saying? So she gave it up. She said, I will sing no. So even her songs, if you go to see her in concert, even her songs that were great hits, if they are victim songs, she no longer performs them.
Did not know that part.
So shout out to her for sticking to her values with that. I love that. Anyway, so here's the news about. So we did Psycho, Bates Motel, right? And Rihanna was in Bates Motel. Well, guess what? They're redoing A Star Is Born right now for 2018, and the person who will be playing, and the two people starring in it. First we had Streisand and Chris Christopherson. Now we're going to have. Well, let me say her real name. See if you guys know who she is. Stephanie Germanotta and Bradley Cooper. And for all of you who don't know who Stephanie Germanotta is, and if you're a millennial, you should definitely know who she is. Okay, you should definitely know.
That is true, yes.
I was born this way. Okay? Stephanie Germanotta, for those of you who don't know, who might be in my age range and watching, Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga will be playing Barbara Streisand's role. I think that's perfect.
Yes,
that's number one. And Lady Gaga likes musical genius. Musical genius. She's writing new songs for the show.
Yes,
I cannot wait to see this.
She is.
I'm a fan of the art, you know, and I can't wait to see what Lady Gaga does with this.
And they were actually, they were just kissing, but there have been pictures from them shooting, and they just she was at Coachella.
Oh yes, okay.
And they were shooting scenes from Coachella.
Really?
For the movie.
So you know that's going to be in the film, okay? So
yeah, a lot of her fans
were there.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, what do they call her fans again? Lady Gaga's fans?
Monsters.
The monsters were out. I don't think I want my fans called monsters.
Well, she calls them her little monster.
Yeah.
Her little monsters.
Her
Little
little
changes
monsters.
everything.
Yeah.
Little monsters. Okay, but I cannot wait to see what she actually does with this. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I will be seeing it opening weekend when it comes out. I'm actually a fan of Bradley Cooper. Didn't he just have a baby, though?
Yes, he did.
Get it?
He just had a baby.
Congratulations, Mr. Cooper.
And he's actually the one directing A Star is Born.
Bradley Cooper's directing it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. As soon as tickets go on sale in advance, obviously.
I'm just excited for the fact that I knew she was taking acting seriously, but this is like...
But didn't she go to performing arts in New York?
She did.
Like, 'cause she does the whole gamut. She does everything.
Yes.
Like, don't sleep on Gaga. It's not just about wearing a meat dress or whatever that she doesn't wear and walking in those impossible heels.
Hey, she makes it look easy, though.
Listen, Stephanie Germanotta is not to be messed with. She is serious about what she does. I do believe she went to performing arts. Y'all fact check me. This is like the White House. Fact check me.
We don't give alternative facts.
We don't give alternative facts, so fact check me. If I've got it wrong, somebody let me know. I'll own up to it. Like if I say something that's not true, I will admit it.
Yeah, but
I digress.
Because after she did American Horror Story, it was like, wow, she's really taking this very seriously.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. But she gives me almost a modern day Streisand vibe. She doesn't fit in the same kind of music. Like Celine Dion does more the kind of music that Barbara Streisand does. But, you know, Stephanie, like, I always love the way Barbara Streisand talked about herself. It's like she knew, I think she's absolutely beautiful, but she never considered herself a classic beauty. And I think sometimes when you see yourself as an underdog, you work hard. I remember back in the day, Hertz, there used to be Hertz and Avis were the two main rental car places. There was nothing else really, right? But I remember, I think I must have been in elementary school, and Hertz used to have the commercial that said, "We're number 2, we try hard." You know what I'm saying? Because if you're number 1, you might be coasting. You know what I'm saying? Barbara Streisand always, you know, felt like she was, and she's so freaking brilliant in everything that she does. I love it when she did Oprah and they went through her house and how her house is. She's just amazing, and she's just a girl from Brooklyn. Went to PS 269. Did I say that already? She went to PS 269 and she was in the Glee Club also. And look what became of it. So, humble beginnings, guys. Humble beginnings. This is where she started. But when you have greatness within you, there's nothing that can stop it. People can only surround you and help you get to the level that you need to get to. So. And from what I've seen, especially when she directed for the first time, I think Yentl was the first thing that she directed.
Yes.
You guys have got to see that as well. I mean, she approached it from a standpoint of, you know, like genius. Genius.
I just love the fact that she's done everything from directing to producing. She writes. You know, it's like she just dipped her hand. And
if you guys have listened recently, she did a duet. She did this album with a bunch of different duets. I love the duet she did with Jamie Foxx. You never heard? Oh, no. After the show,
I heard about it.
After the show, somebody Google the song. Put it on our Facebook page. The song that she did with Jamie Foxx was absolutely awesome.
I heard about it. I just didn't hear it.
Oh yeah, no. I feel like Barbara Streisand does no wrong. She was she also became political in later years.
Yes.
Big fan of the Clintons.
Yes.
Like she stayed at the White House more than once. And of course, you see, the Obamas felt like she was. They gave her the highest honor in the country. So she's a Democrat. Nothing wrong with that. Not alienating anybody. Shout out to the Independents and the Republicans. Even though John Ossoff did really well yesterday. Anyway, this is not a political show, so I'm not going to. As I digress, I keep digressing. But Barbara Streisand truly, truly excites me. I love talking about her. I could go on and on and on and on. Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything about Babs that I need to say?
Well, just tell them when the movie is coming out.
Okay, so Lady Gaga, so she's her first leading role in a major motion picture. In this remake of the movie, Bradley Cooper plays Jackson Maine, a country music star on the brink of decline when he discovers a talented unknown named Allie, which is played by Germanotta, Lady Gaga. As the two begin a passionate love affair, Jack coaxes Allie into the spotlight, catapulting her to stardom, hence A Star is Born. But as Allie's career quickly eclipses his own, Jack finds it increasingly hard to handle his fading glory. of course, for A Star Is Born, she has, like I said, Gaga will be composing and performing original songs, and it opens. Oh, what? They haven't given the opening date. September 28th, 2018.
Yes.
Wow, that's rare.
Yeah.
That is rare. That number must mean something to people.
I don't know.
You know? Okay. All right. So, am I missing anything?
We have a question.
Do you? Yeah, sure. What questions do we have? We got a minute or two.
Okay. Advice to actors in London wanting to audition. Audition here?
Wow. Okay. You know what? Well, you're probably gonna have to audition online. You know, and email it in to us for whatever we're doing. But I mean, are you going to be willing to work as a local in Atlanta? Are you willing to do that? Because if you are willing, actually, we have. I can't announce it yet. I'm sworn to secrecy.
Yes.
Oh gosh, I can't. But we do have a couple of things coming up. One of them is a piece that takes place with London actors. So stay tuned. Okay. Also, I just got word before I came on the show. This just in. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
We're working on the Maynard documentary. Some of you know here in Atlanta who Maynard Jackson was. If you don't know, we're the first African mayor of a southern city. Look him up. Okay, so we're doing WSA's part of the co-producing team, and we're going to be casting some roles for people to play him at younger ages. Stay tuned. Come to our page. We'll be letting you know what the ages are. Send your pictures in immediately because this is shooting the weekend of the 29th of April. That's in 2 weeks, okay? So if you know somebody who looks like what Maynard Jackson, Google him so you can know what a person looks like. But if you know somebody who looks like him, get your photos into us ASAP because we will be casting this by the beginning of next week, okay? So we get out to, and like I said, breaking news. This just in, okay? And we have a couple other things on the slate that are coming up, so it's going to be a busy spring, and we're excited about that.
So are you telling me I need to stock up on my Red Bull?
Yes.
Okay.
A case of Red Bull. Shout out to Red Bull.
If you
take sponsorship.
Yeah, we take sponsorship. I'm the one that introduced it in the office, so you know.
And we do all the flavors. I don't do too much because but for energy, can't beat it. No. All right, but now, okay, let me get to Summy Says. Did we have another question? They took another question from us? Oh, no. Are we good?
I think we're good.
All right, cool. That was good. All right. Now, Summy Says, of course, it's a quote from Barbara Streisand. Would she be one of my idols? Yeah, I would say so. Absolutely. Here's what she said. Doubt can motivate you, so don't be afraid of it. Confidence and doubt are two ends of the scale, and you need both. They balance each other out.
She's right.
Exactly. It'll make you work harder. I mean, sometimes it's good if you can positively do this if you are your biggest critic. Yes. Because your competition should be with you to be better every day with you. Don't worry so much about what's going on out there. I mean, what's going on out there you can gauge, yourself against it, but don't beat yourself up about it. You know what I'm saying? But look in the mirror. That is your biggest competitor. Make sure you best yourself every day. Yes. In some way, shape, or form. And somebody said this to me the other day, and I think I must have read it on Facebook, and I think I'm holding on to it. Do something today that your future self will thank you for.
I like that.
Every day, do something that your future self will thank you for.
I might have to start doing that.
Think about it.
Yeah, no,
I'm
awesome. actually thinking about it right now.
I think that's awesome. But anyway, so that being said, I think what we say now is night-night, goodbye, adios.
She's putting me back to work. That's basically
au
what she said.
revoir, farewell, Auf Wiedersehen.
This is a half-hour break for me.
Okay. And we'll see you guys next week. Who's on next week again?
Adrian. Oh, Adrian. Oh, yes, you sure did. Adrian. Oh, goodness. Lauren, what's his last name?
Dukes.
Thank you. Adrian Dukes. We have a guest next week. His name is Adrian Dukes.
And he's from?
We don't want to give away everything.
Yeah, yes, I do. What is it? Where's he from?
Okay, he's from the Quad. He's
yes!
one of the writers of the Quad. He's going to be on the show next week, so you definitely have to tune in for that. Maybe we can get some secrets out of him for the upcoming season.
Oh, that would be awesome. And he works with my peoples. Shout out to Anika Noni Rose. Okay.
Yes, we love Anika.
Rattler, Sam Ewan, Rattler all day. All right, that being said, guys, see you next week. Same bat time.
Same bat channel!
Bye, guys. Is this finishes